So hello everybody, welcome back to another how-to tutorial, and today I'm gonna teach you how to get OP fast in Elden Ring Nightreign. So, Elden Ring Nightreign is just came out like 3 weeks ago, and I'll show you like a guide on how to get level 15 or level 14 really early in the game, or like consistently in the game. So as much as possible, when you start in the game, you gotta look up the map, and you gotta map out which bases or which camps you need to visit for an optimal run. So for me, I'll always look for the boss's weakness, like some camps that has the boss's weakness, like lightning, holy, or poison. So as much as possible, prioritize those. And also, when you spawn, you will have like a starting camp where you need to beat up some goons and get to level 2 immediately. So me and my friends, what we did here is like we beat up some goons here, then we immediately went to like a nearby boss and get some levels, because boss do good, give some good runes and some good levels and also some good items. So prioritize on getting leveling up as much as possible. And like overworld is okay, you can beat up a lot of overworld enemies. But for you to have like a productive run, I'll suggest you need to map out like a route on which bosses or which camps to visit to get those sweet runes or some really good weapons. So just prioritize that. And by the end of day 1, it's really good to have like level 6 or level 7. That's like the bare minimum, but you can get to level 10 actually in the first day if you have a really good run, and that will guarantee you to have level 15 at the end of like day 2, I guess, if you're really good, like really good run and very productive. So as much as possible do that. And you boss in overworld in camps, there's also like bosses nearby, and if you're walking around see the boss, you gotta check out if you can handle them, because some boss are like really easy, like like the demonic queen thing, very easy. The poison piranha plant thing, very easy. But if you like encounter like a draconic tree sentinel, so that one is pretty hard to beat. So or like ball bearing hunter, you gotta check which one is worth it to defeat. If you're like taking like a lot of time to beat one boss and you keep dying, I think it's not best to engage anymore, and like retreat and handle it later. So if you're like a day 1 and you can beat the boss, you can just come back later, and the damage you dealt will not reset. So it's pretty good. you know like weapon affinities is really important, because at the end of like the bosses, you can use the weapon affinity to stagger the bosses, because it's really good. So focus on the affinities of your sword. So if you see like a sword with fire damage affinity or like fire damage enchantments, it's pretty good, pretty nice. And also get specific weapons with buffs. So if you have been playing this, there's like a specific buff in like per item or like per weapons. So these items do stack, so if you keep them in your inventory, you'll receive them without even building them. But some of them do require you to hold them to gain the passives. So a lot of like golden weapons, or like a lot of the legendary weapons, do need to be held to activate the effect. Some give you like passive healing, and some give you like advanced evasive maneuvers. So it's pretty good. Um, so what I've been rocking is like when you two-hand weapons, you get a boost in damage. So that's one of the builds that I'm using. And also, if you're like using a dex weapon, if you're using like an executor or duchess, wielding two ornaments at the same time, like dual wielding, is pretty good for them. And just do that. And also, when you visit like castles with like just the tiny ones, you can find chests, and it will give you like an everstone key, and that everstone key will give you like a stone key, so you can go to Evergals and get 10,000 runes or specific affinity upgrades. So it's pretty good. Visit Evergals on day 1 to get 10,000 runes, or if you want, just do it on day 2 and get 20,000, so you can get like 40,000 per Evergal if you find a lot of stone key swords from these castles. So it's pretty good. And also, last but not the least, focus on getting your remembrance relics. So some of the relics on your remembrance are really like game changing. For example, while there's you know relic like remembrance, makes his sword light on fire, which is pretty cool. So after you hook shot while using a great sword, your your sword will gain like a fire thingy, like a it will light on fire. And also he has like a his final remembrance item, the silver tier. Um, so whenever you use your hook shot, your ultimate gets replenished. So that's pretty good if you're trying to build like a wilder focus ult build, where you can just spam the ult as much as possible, which is pretty nice. And look for other passives too, like starting ornament deals with lightning damage if you want like a consistent weapon with the boss's weakness. Like one of the footage I'm using here, I'm running like a lightning build. And also I also have a relic that changes my ornament skill to lightning slash. So it's pretty good because my starting weapon does start at like gray rarity, but you can visit the merchant to get whetstones. So smithing stones. If you get a smithing stone from the merchant, it will upgrade to blue. And if you visit mines or get a rare drop of like the purple smithing stone, you can get like a purple rarity weapon. So you can have like a guaranteed purple rarity weapon with like an affinity to beat the boss's weakness. So that's pretty good. That's one of my guides for you. So if you have any more questions about Nightreign, Elden Ring Nightreign, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and comment down below what you'd like to know more about this game. So this game is pretty fun. Really experimental. I give it an 8 out of 10. Been having fun with friends, but if you're like alone, it feels like a chore to play. But be sure to grab some friends or go to Discord servers, or just do random matchmaking. That's fun. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.